Hello guys, so today we are here with a new topic of community medicine, demography and demographic cycle. So what is demography? It is a scientific study of human population. Okay, it is scientific study of human population, variable variation of humans, variation of states, variation of countries, divided from country to country, state to state, differs. So here we will see what is demographic cycle. Then the demographic cycle, it is divided into 5 stages. What are these 5 stages? First will be high stationary, second will be early expanding, third will be late expanding, fourth will be low stationary, and fifth will be declining. So we will see them one by one in a simple manner in a flow chart. So here they are: high stationary, early expanding, late expanding, low stationary and declining. So we will see how the population grows, how the population declines in variation of the stages. So these 5 stages. Okay. These 5 stages. All this. So we will take birth rate screen. In this high stationary, birth rate is constant. We'll take high station, birth rate is constant, and death rate as rate. Death rate is, oh here, death rate is also constant. Here is no gap. We can see both lines are same. Then in early expanding we can see a great dip in death rate, but birth rate is same, means growing. We can see here is a gap, right? This represent expansion of population. See, this we will cover next. First look at this. So here birth rate in late expanding, birth rates dip slightly, not much, slightly, like this, and death rates not, means it remains a bit steady. Death rate is there present, but not steep like this in early expanding, right? So in next low stationary we can see birth rate being birth rate stepping much like this, great steep or decline in birth rate. Death rate, it's constant here. In declining population we can see decline in birth rate, and death rate is somewhere here. So what we can see is, one second, what we can see is here birth rate is steady, then in early expanding is steady, but in late expanding it dips, and in low stationary it dips greater extent, and in declining it dips more than that of death rate. And death rate in less high stationary is same as that of birth rate. Means both are growing at constant pace, but in early expanding death rate dips gradually, so making it a gap. And here older population is less because death rate is much at higher pace, right? And birth rate is constant. So your death rate is decreasing. So we can see population as population, right? We can even make it here as population is here, but birth rate increases. It increases much, right? It dips. You can see more clearly. Population. This is different story. You can see it. Demographic gap. This gap is called as demographic gap. This demographic gap increases in early expanding. The demographic gap increases in early expanding and decreases in low expanding. Is stable in late expanding, right? So, and declining population, it is negative. So we can conclude like this: in high stationary, demographic gap is narrow, like this. We can see here is no gap at all. In early expanding, demographic increases to maximum. We can see it increases to maximum, and is declining. Demographic gap is declining, a bit declining, right? A bit declining. See, narrowing. And in low stationary, demographic gap is much narrower. And in decline state, it is negative. We can see this is negative, nothing. So depending on it, we can study more.